What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got some interesting things to do today. Today's one of those videos where I was hoping to get an actual build video done on the go-kart, but there's so much time and work that goes into it, I just have not finished it. But that's on the docket today. So first up on the docket today, we gotta get a new air compressor because for the go-kart project, I am learning to do professional paint work and whatnot. And I have all of the good, I have all the guns that were recommended to me by Paint Society, the channel, very cool channel and really helpful as well. So I have all the guns and everything that I need. I'm not even gonna worry about that one. I'm gonna be using those two. Paint Society recommended this one as a great gun, more for clear coat, I would think. And then I got the most expensive one that Harbor Freight carried, which is great for base coat and primer. But one thing you need is an air compressor that can handle putting out that much air for an extended period of time. I do have this one, and I did test it and run the guns with the air at the pressure they needed with this air compressor, and it only shot a consistent stream of air for like maybe 45 seconds to a minute if I was full on. So I went ahead and just bought a freaking decent, it's really not that decent, but it should do the job. So first up on the docket, let's get this air compressor unloaded, get it inside and set up, and that's the last piece of the puzzle before I can actually start spraying on the go-kart. So I was just about to dolly this thing inside, but I realized that's like wasting time because this thing has wheels on it. So we might as well just unbox it right here and then just wheel it the F inside. So, all right, first look at a, decent air compressor. This thing's still cheap. It was like 350 bucks. So yeah, still cheap, but it has enough capacity and CFM that it should provide enough air for a, simple paint job, and good one to learn on if nothing else, and something I can use in the future for other projects if needed. There we go. Oil-free, 1.8 horsepower, 26-gallon, ultra-quiet air compressor. Actually takes up less floor space than the other one. How about that? They say it's 80% quieter, so let's see if it actually is 80% quieter. Ready for this? Oh wow, that's actually quiet. How about that? But the thing I'm most excited for today is installing the new steering wheel that I just got. I almost can't believe that I actually got this thing. It was hard to imagine that this wasn't a scam, but it seemed legit, and I'm always, I'm all about taking those kind of risks, I guess. But even if we have a steering wheel in this box, it could be complete wrong spec and they just cheaped out. That's so stereotypical of a Chinese seller. I assume this is a Chinese seller because it was just so cheap. We do have a steering wheel in here. Oh, shoot. Sheesh. Look at this thing. That is the exact spec I ordered. Wow. Wow. Holy crap, dude. Wow. This thing is ridiculous. It's not perfect build quality, but like the materials are legit. Wow. Actual carbon fiber, red stripe. I had them customize the flat top, just like the flat bottom. Wow. That looks incredible. It was actually legit. How about that? It was actually legit. But I had them do a flat top, just like that, because the car, I don't know if you guys know, but the Gallardo, it just has really heavy steering. I can imagine almost every supercar has just heavier steering than usual. And so if you're trying to hold your drink, because there's no cup holders in this thing, and one hand the steering wheel, the Alcantara steering wheel currently that's in it just absolutely sucks. You can barely drive that car with one hand. So they did the flat top, and it just looks so good. It just looks so good. Leather they used is actually decent quality. It has the soft foam in it too, so it's firm, but it's not like cheap feeling as well. It feels high quality. I can't believe that this was not a scam. So this is the eBay listing. You guys can see I purchased this on July 8th. So it's been about seven weeks or so since I ordered this thing that I just got it. But this is the eBay listing, and $1,200 for a fully custom exotic car steering wheel. I just cannot believe that. Any other custom steering wheel that I could find was like $2,500 or up, $3,500 just for a steering wheel like this. And a lot of those were like 6-month wait times, like super incredibly long wait times. So this one was 6 weeks production wait time and $1,200 with apparently real carbon fiber and apparently customized how you want it for $1,200 freaking dollars. So I took the gamble and I just went ahead and went through with it, and they require an $800 core exchange deposit, so I had to PayPal them an additional $800 after purchasing this, and then I had to wait 6 weeks of not knowing if it was a scam or not. And after the 6 weeks, I messaged them and asked if there's an update on production, and I'll just show you the message that I got from him. So August 17th, I said, hi, when do you think this will be finished? He said the steering wheel was just completed, basically. Shipment will arrive at our facility later. And then he sent me some pictures. I didn't even have to message first. He sent me pictures of this, which looks like product photos and whatnot of the exact spec I had ordered. And because it was like product photos that he was sending me, I was so skeptical that this was legit, and I was totally expecting him to be like, okay, just wait, we're still waiting for the shipment, you know, 2 weeks goes by, just give us a little bit more time, another 2 months go by, just give us a little bit more time. But after he sent me these pictures, it shipped out a couple days after that, and I got it within 3 days of it shipping, and it came from apparently San Jose, California, and I am in Fresno, California. And so it got here super fast after shipment. So I just can't believe I'm actually looking at a legit Gallardo steering wheel, fully custom, carbon fiber, leather, red stitching like I asked them for, and everything. Freaking crazy. Here is the stock Gallardo steering wheel. It's an Alcantara. Apparently this was an upgraded option from the factory, but it's a fully Alcantara steering wheel besides the plastic, the silver plastic trim there. And at first I thought that was cool, an Alcantara steering wheel. I never have driven on, you know, such a high-end steering wheel before, but I ended up absolutely hating the Alcantara just because it gets dirty so fast and it traps all the oils from your hands and it just mats down, so it becomes like a sticky, smooth finish. But just imagine this steering wheel installed where this one is. Not only is it gonna feel like an actual supercar now and not have like the sticky Alcantara on here, and I've had it cleaned before. Like, this is not just because I haven't cleaned it. I've cleaned this thing deeply a couple times and it just mats down, you know, a week or two after you clean this thing thoroughly and let it dry for 2 days. I'm gonna try to do this the right way, where we disconnect the negative post-on battery just so the airbag doesn't potentially explode on me. That was really easy. Wow, how about that? Sheesh. That completely changes the interior of this car. Wow. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar, bring me back to where we started. Would you guys just look at this thing? I think I might drop the eBay link below, not because I'm sponsored by them, I actually purchased through them, but I feel like the price is just so cheap that it should be a scam at that price for like a full custom, real carbon fiber, you know, exotic steering wheel like this. I feel like it should be a scam for $1,200. And like, it's actually good quality too. Like, there's not really any imperfections on this thing besides one joint right here that is slightly wider than the other side, but still like it's at least solid, it's durable, you know? It's like, dang. I should have done this mod a long time ago. So much nicer to drive now. Wow. So I took it for that first drive and it was almost right, but then I noticed it was definitely off to the left just a little bit when you were going straight. And so here I am taking the steering wheel off again. And I actually did this 3 more times after you see me doing it here. I went like 4 splines over to the right and that was much too far. And then I split difference and went like 2 splines back over, but that was still to the right just slightly. And then I pulled off again and then went 1 spline again to the left, which was 1 spline to the right originally. And now it's perfectly straight. So it's funny how the first time you do something, it's always so intimidating because I had never done a steering wheel before. This is such a big thing for me and such a cool experience changing out a steering wheel to something way more high end. But it's always intimidating the first time you do something, but I didn't even realize, like I was doing it at the end, I was doing it in like 7-8 minutes full steering wheel swap. It's pretty cool. One of the last things I want to talk about in this video is I need to get some e-bikes sold. Somebody actually just picked up the silver A1 Pro. I'll put these all on the website. Somebody can pick this up for half off retail price. And all of these have been ridden 1 time, so basically new. I also just tested this air compressor with a paint gun. It's not like ultra wonderful. All right, so this is the air pressure going to the air gun. This is the air pressure in the tank. When I pull the trigger, it's gonna be a little loud, so just be ready for that. But when I pull the trigger, you'll see you'll see the air pressure drop pretty significantly. And that right there is the pressure you need when the trigger is pulled on the air gun that you need to actually do the paint job. And so if you have an air compressor that doesn't put out very much air consistently, if it drops that much, then it's gonna be really hard to get a good consistent pressure and actually enough air to paint and actually put out enough paint to get a good paint job. And I don't have it adjusted perfectly just yet, but it's going to hold enough PSI, I think, that where we're gonna get some pretty good consistent coverage. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into the professional paint game, and every build from here on out will have a nice, professional finish on it. So anyway, I'm just really excited for everything that is coming and that I'm setting up for right now. With so much work outside of YouTube these last couple years, it just feels like the YouTube where my heart is at is just kind of in a plateau. So everything I'm doing here really feels like we're jumping up to that next tier where we're just gonna break out of that plateau and just produce some amazing videos and just entertainment stuff here in my garage for you guys. And there's lots more to come. So we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.